This is how you paint glowy, molten lava effect on your models. Starting with orange. I thin it down to a thin glaze consistency, letting the paint pull in the recesses of the sculpted text first, and then actually apply the paint after wicking off the excess. I'm using long brush strokes to avoid streaks and chalkiness. Next, I take Mephiston red and I thin it slightly less than the layer before, and I glaze it in the shadows where I have black primer, and I also glaze it in the orange part where you can see the black primer showing through, so to achieve a kind of nice transition between orange and red and black. I then go in with pale sand in the recesses of the text and the power field thingy. Remember to let these more wet steps dry off completely before you apply the next layer, because otherwise it's gonna be a mess. Then I go in with my two secret weapons, two fluor paints, yellow and orange. And I use both of them. First the yellow and then the orange, kind of glazing them and mixing them a little bit together. Then to build up the burnt illusion, I'm gonna use a dry brush with some tenebrous gray or black. I try to focus my dry brush on the pointy part of the blade and on the edges. And after adding a little bit of a dark gray hedge highlight, I am ready for the final touch, where I repeat the pale sand and fluor paint glaze process, and you get this amazing thing. Pretty cool looking, hey? And